It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 20. To the 30 for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys.
There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Go, get out there, get out there. 48, come on. That's right, man. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from, but for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. These two teams all tied after one. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
1 yard gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Ingram. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Third and short yardage, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might put
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere as he'll lose about 3 on the play. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Prescott to throw it. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On second and a yard, Jackson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
47, sweat, hey, let's go. Hey, kill. 47, 46.
Third and long for Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. With it is Brown. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the run. Not seven. 54's Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well. And
now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. First down.
Move fatigue.
36. Here I come. Check nickel.
Hey, 0.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got Lockett. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Friday.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 35 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. This is Ingram, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 24 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he coughed it up, and the Ravens have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I'm coming after you.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second down, Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
And that's caught inside the 30. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check, line 54. Line 54. Here we go. 54.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Come on, Shaq. Come on, AJ Gator. I don't think you got it. Watch twins. Under 10.
On 2nd down, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
50 seconds left. 3 bud. Check 31.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff to Ingram. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Edwards. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Jackson. And some room to work. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Thank you. At the 39-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Watch 33.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson to throw, and that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's 57. 57's run. You better be afraid of me. You could have.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.